Everybody, video here for you today. This is the Washington Commanders 2023 off-season, and this is part 2 of a three-part series. Yeah, that's what it's called. In the first part I went through, there'll be a link to that in the upper right. I went through the roster as it is currently in real life, and also as it is some slight differences in the Madden game and also in the franchise, because I simulated the 2022 season to get close to where the Commanders draft this year. And they draft in this game that I'm doing, they draft 13, and in reality they pick 16, so that's close enough. Let's see. So I went through the roster and explained some things about it, and basically said where we need to do the work. So let's check that again. And what I do is write down what we need, the spots. So I'm definitely going to need a backup quarterback. They've said that Sam Howell is QB1 until further notice, I guess, unless they get somebody better that can beat him out. But basically what I think they would be looking for is a veteran player that will come in and back him up, and will have no problem doing that. Probably Taylor Heineke. Probably they could do that. It just depends on how much money he can get. Obviously, if he can sign somewhere and start, he's going to do that, and more power to him, obviously, for that. Or maybe somebody like Andy Dalton, perhaps. Just depends on how good of a mentor he wants to be, that kind of thing. So it's just gonna, basically what they've said is they're not, which they shouldn't have done. They should have signed Carson Wentz last year. That's $20 million. They could have spent that on the offensive line or somewhere else. So it was a mistake, obviously, and so that's why they released him last week. So they said they're not going to spend big money on a quarterback. So maybe $5 million or something. Something like that for Taylor Heineke when we get to the free agency, which is going to be coming up in minutes here. We'll see how much he wants in the game. Halfback, we're okay. We got Robinson, and he's a star. And Gibson, and he's a star. He's going to need a new contract this coming year, though, but that's not anything we have to worry about for 2023. And this one, he's just a backup guy that was on the practice squad, I believe. So just maybe a halfback. And so what I would do in that case, I would put a halfback on my piece of paper, and it has a question mark next to it, because we definitely don't need one. I will, for that, generally I switch to a blocking fullback. But in real life, the Commanders don't do that. They have a tight end that can do that blocking for them, but I like to use a fullback, but I will not get one for this exercise. So let's see. Wide receivers, maybe could use another good one somewhere like in between Dotson and Brown. Somewhere in that, like around an 80 range, something like that. But if not, we could probably do okay. But we'll see. So that's another thing. That's a wide receiver. Probably not a question mark on that one. Probably do need to try to get one. Definitely need to get a tight end that can start if at all possible. So I write down the tight end and I circle it. If not, we will go with John Bates and do the best we can. Leno, he'll be staying, obviously. Well, not obviously, maybe. I mean, if somebody would give me a high enough draft pick for him, I could possibly see trading him, but at 80, I don't know that'll get me a first round. And so if I don't have a first round, then I probably can't get close to an 80 or even like a 76 ranked offensive lineman for that. So we do want to get younger. I would say we need at least two offensive linemen, definitely. And the thing with the offensive linemen is you can put them at different positions and they will only lose or gain a point or two in their overall rating. So it's easier than it is in real life to do that. You can also do that with cornerbacks, free safety, and strong safety. You can move them around wherever you want in Madden. You can switch their position. And they generally do well at the other position. So again, 2 or 3 offensive linemen. Try to get younger there. Maybe get one in free agency, and then another 2 maybe in the draft. We'll see. All good on defensive line. We got the 4 first-round draft picks. Chase Young. Sweat on the ends, and Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne in the DT position there. I'm backing them up. Bama. First round. Was a second round pick last year, I think, for Darren Mathis. And he was hurt in the first game and did not play the entire year. So he should be a good backup this year. And so since he was not available, they kept John Ridgway on the roster for backup and giving the other players a break there. Gotta have probably 2 offensive linemen at a 63. No need really to have him on the roster. So we gotta have, I'd say, 2 outside linebackers and a middle linebacker. Okay, write those down. And again, we have 2 opportunities to fill these slots. We have the free agency, which we'll be doing in mere seconds now, and also the draft, which will be part 3. So as far as corner, yeah, maybe a corner. It depends on, I'll do corner question mark, because again, we have good safeties, and if possible, you can could play Butler as a cornerback, another cornerback if needed to. And we're fine on kicker. Not the best kicker in the world, but kick power 96. So may as well keep it. I find it doesn't matter that much on kicking. So yeah. So there's the draft picks that we have. I got that second round pick. I don't think the Commanders have one this year. A second round pick, but I got this one for trading Curtis Samuel in 2022 to the Baltimore Ravens. And they don't have a third round here. I probably gave that. I might have given that up too in the Samuels plus that third rounder to get the second rounder, probably, is what happened. Alrighty, so that is the roster. And so let's do some free agents. Let's see who's out there. Alrighty, don't need that. Michael Thomas from the Ohio State University. I'm not going to spend that kind of money on a 30-year-old player generally. So, Josh Allen, outside linebacker, $15 million a year. Now we have $104 million of cap room, and in real life they don't have anywhere near that. But that's just the way it goes in the Madden game. I don't spend all of the cap room, definitely. If you do spend all your cap room, cap room in one particular year and sign people to multiple years, eventually that's going to get to where you have to cut people and take sizable salary cap hits, and that is going to really hurt your team in the long run. So you cannot do that. Tom Brady, the 2022 roster I started with was before he announced his retirement, so he did not get removed from the roster. So he's still in here, and so he will end up playing for somebody this year in this particular franchise. Van Der Esch from Cowboys. I don't know if he's going to, if they will re-sign him or not, or if they even have. Again, this is not going to be exactly like real life, but hopefully close. But generally, I don't do the top of the list here in the top 100, and these are the highest ranked. They're ranked by overall grade here, as you can see. So let's go by position. Again, Brady, $40 million per year for 85 player. It's also because he's a superstar X Factor, which is what you see right there next to the name of the state up north, because that's where he went to college. Geno Smith, Jones. What do we want to check? Oh, we wanted to check Daniel Jones. I believe at 76, I believe the Giants will stick with him and re-sign him if they haven't already. Garoppolo, probably not staying in San Francisco anymore. Bridgewater where was he at? No, Geno Smith was Seattle. I can't remember where Bridgewater was. Panthers? No, Darnold was Panthers. Who they won the Super Bowl in this simulation they did. There we go, Heineke, and he wants, there it is. It's like about what I thought, $5 million a year. Let's see. He has a big interest in team, so let's see how it goes. We'll come back to that one. See what else we spend in free agency. We're good on halfback and not getting a fullback. Let's see what we got around the 80 mark here. Age 30. Like I said, if they're up there, I don't really. We're looking for youth basically. Corey Davis, Western Michigan, speed 90. Let's see what, $8 million a year. See, that's up in the upper right there. It says expected value. Market Watch tells you if people have, that's if I've put in an offer or not, and then the interested teams have put in offers. Let's see, you got Lazard. 26 is a good age for it. Paris Campbell from the Ohio State University, not a star. How much? 6.5. We'll circle back to that one as well. Again, let's see what we spend on the ones that we definitely need to sign somebody. Because we probably can't draft the top tight end, which is, what's his name, Meyer from Notre Dame. Because we don't pick high enough at 13, 16 in real life, 13 in this simulation. He's 27. How many? 35. He's going to want a 4-year contract. He'll be 31. 4 other teams. He might get too expensive. Let's see. John Johnson is 26. He's younger, and that's less per year. Let's try for him. All right. And so you can go neutral. You can go player friendly. As you can see, player will like this offer, but the player may accept less. If they go neutral, you can do that, and you can get away with that in lower right. You see the interest in the team. The more they're interested, the less money they'll take to play with you, to play for your team, and so he wants 4 years. He probably won't take. Let's see if he'll take 3, and then he wants 7.1 per year there. So we'll do that 7.1. Since he's interested, let's try to take a little bit off of that there on both of them. And let's try that again, since I think other teams are interested, so we'll see. Yeah, New York, so they offered more, so we can go back in and yeah, the problem is it doesn't show when you re-sign your own players. It shows the last offer you put in, but in the free agency it doesn't show you. So let's try. So let's try 7.4 million. See if that gets us up even or above. Nope, just even. So I gotta go a little bit more. Oh. No, yeah. So we'll see if they match that. And they may not. The problem is you can go with that and then go to the next week, and then you find out, well, New York or another team has offered him more, and he will go ahead and sign. So there's no way to tell what he's going to do right this second. But if they immediately matched it, you can sometimes see where they immediately match or beat the offer. So we'll go with that. Let's see, just for backup, look for backup. And here we're getting closer down to the rank of the players we already have. Oh, there's Logan Thomas. I thought he retired. I must have cut him. I don't remember that. Okay. So he's there as well, but he's so, at 72, he's so lowly ranked that why pay him $4.6 million? I got cheaper players for close to the same amount. So no backup plan on that except for Bates, who we already have, and Turner. Let's see. Now let's look at the offensive line. Who do we want? Dillard, I think he's 27. $6.29 million a year. No, he's not interested in the team. But $6.3 million for 73. Let's see what it'll take. So, like, I could sign him for 2 years just to be a bridge player, backup kind of thing. 6.3. Let's take it since we have $100 million cap room. Why not? See if he'll do that. Yeah. So I'm the only one there. So I probably could have got him for less, maybe, but we'll see. Okay, so that's one. Jerron Christian Sr., former Washington Commanders player from Louisville. Only 71 though. Powers is 27. Oh, that probably would have been a better choice than who was it that we just signed or put in an offer to Dillard. If he doesn't sign and Powers is still available, but generally the top line of these offensive linemen are signed the first week. Okay. Trying to do this a little bit faster than I would normally do it, just because it's being recorded for video purposes. So I don't want you to be. And here we got a star player, Nate Davis, from University of Charlotte. I don't know where, in North Carolina, I'm assuming. But he's a star, and he is 26, so 8.2 mil. There's Trey Turner. He was the right guard last year. There we go. And so I chose not to re-sign him at age 30. So, and Schweitzer is still on the team, and Apparently, I did not re-sign him or cut him. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Why not? How many? It doesn't say how many right there. 8 teams. So gonna have to bring some cash here. And one, he's a star player. Why not? I'll go all the way to 30 with him. Age 30. He wants 8.22, and that's 8.2. He has decent interest in the team, but 8 other teams, I'll go up to $5 million and $3.5 million bonus. It shows you the breakdown on the right as far as what that will be year by year, and it's the cap hit grows slowly, where it's not as much in the first year of the contract, and the last year of the contract is going to be the most cap hit against you, the most salary and the most cap hit when combined with the bonus per year. And we did that, and almost the Texans already. So I'm gonna have to. So I gotta remember what I did. What did I do? 5. Did I do 8.5? I think I did. So let's not play around. We'll do 5.5 there and keep the bonus the same. And see, they immediately matched, or went a little bit better. So what was that? That was 5.5 and 3.5, and so we'll go for getting up there. See how easy it can get up there? Oh, but we want to go 3 years as well. What did I have? 5.5 and 4 million? 5.7 and 4.5? Gosh, that is, what is that? That's 10 point something million. So last year the contract is going to be a $10 million. It's close to 10 anyway. All of the years for the cap hit. So like if you had to trade him or wanted to trade him or release him. So let's try that and see if they didn't immediately match it. So maybe we'll get him. These guys we don't need. And John Taylor or Steele. 26 and 25. Same contract they want. That's 2 interested in Steele and 3 interested in John Taylor. They're not stars, but they do get you a little younger. And if you hit in the draft, they can just be backups. Was that 7.75? So that's 7.7 is what's here. Interest in the team is low, so let's do 5 there and 4 here and see if that gets us above everybody else. It does. Okay, so he will probably get, and we may have overpaid for him a little bit. So, but as you can see, even if everybody accepts the offers that we have already, still got 73.3 million. We're good on defensive line. And here's where we need players. Josh Allen, $15 million. He's 26. No interest in the team, though. If he had interest in the team and I could get him for a little bit cheaper, I would have no hesitation doing that. Let's see who else is. Because again, you can switch middle linebacker to outside linebacker and you don't lose anything. It's not like in real life where it's a different position and they have to learn the intricacies of it, etc., etc. Van Der Esch. I already have a starter. I don't need anybody. Holcomb's a starter. I don't need anybody quite that good or expensive. For middle, I could swap him out to the outside, though. And these two are stars. Who's faster? Van Der Esch is faster. Save a little bit of money. Look at that. That goes from 8.35 million per year, 8.81 million a year, and this one just going from 83 to 80. But not being a star, though, that's the big thing, because he's not a star player. It's just normal XP progression player there, and so that's 6.5. And they're all three of those are 27. This one too, Pratt, 79, and it goes down to 575. So that would be more like it. Oh no, the state up north. I'm gonna have to do this. He's age 25. He's a star player. Like 79. I'm gonna have to sign him, or try to anyway. Let's see. He's 25. Let's go all the way to 30 in 6 years. Because a star player, he'll be highly ranked by the time, but very quickly, and stay highly ranked through age 30. What does he want? 5.75, so that's 5.8 right there. And how many did he have interested in him? Let's just see. We'll see, because we can easily turn that up. I'm the highest, so there you go. And there's 4 of us that are interested again. The New York Giants trying to get. Yep, hate to offer to a player from the state up north, but gotta win, right? Active negotiations. I might not be able to sign anybody else, but let's just look to see who's available. No star players. 76, and so these would still be players that I might sign. The 27-year-old. That 27-year-old maybe. At rank 74. Let's see. Cornerback. These guys are old. Murphy Bunning is a star player at $5 million a year. No team's interested either. And Hughes as well. So that's all. You always got to check around them and make sure. Hughes is the same age. Bunning is 2 faster. 90 to 92 is the speed. What's awareness? 77. Hughes is more aware. The man coverage is Bunting is higher. And Hughes is 1 lower in each man coverage and zone coverage. So let's go ahead, and of course Hughes you get a little bit cheaper, but starting at $5 million, you're not going to go too much cheaper anyway, probably. So let's go ahead and go with the faster guy and the already a little slightly bit more better man coverage and zone coverage both. Normally it's just 1. Oh yeah, I can't do anything. I can't, because active negotiation. So this is the first time I've ever run into this. Must have not tried to sign so many players the first week. And safeties we're good on, so we don't need that. And kicker and punter we don't need either. So let's advance the week. Do we need to do anything else here? No. I know one thing I forgot to do, which we'll check on this. It's simulating a new mock draft for us, so we can look at that. Let's see if there will be anybody around. Yeah, so here's what the mock draft predicts, that Bryce Young will go before. CJ Stroud fell big time, looks like. And this is just their guess, although it's the computer guessing, and then it's going to be the computer picking the player. So that may be all the same. So let's see. Bryce Young is, as you can see, the 4 characteristics right there. He has an A grade in right there. Let's see what CJ Stroud has down here. Paris Johnson from the Ohio State University. And Stroud is the same, but throw into pressure is A to B instead of a definite A like Bryce Young. So they probably using that just as a barometer. There's more, got your scouting report, there's more physicals. You see there, the throw power is good. We'll see what Stroud says. And see, there's the skill. See, what might he be bad on? He's got deep, medium, and short accuracies all in A, and that's very rare that they're all the same. Throw on the run is B. Of course, under pressure is A. Carrying B to C, that doesn't really matter. With a quarterback that's not going to be running that much. So let's just compare and contrast. Throw power is great for Stroud, so he has better throw power, so that's something to consider. And the skills, where to say? He has the deep, medium, and short accuracy of an A, and B, play action. So yeah, so they are really, really about the same. So, and they have the Texans going to them, which the Texans pick. I don't remember. Let's see. Let me check. Texans pick second in the real life, so they could possibly get him second if they will probably pick whoever the Panthers don't pick. Panthers have the number 1 pick. They just got it from the Bears in a trade. And second is the Houston Texans, and I would imagine they would pick Stroud. Okay, so anyway, back to Commanders draft, which we don't have any chance in H of getting either of those guys. Yes, I said we. I make fun of people for saying we, but I just said it. So we have, we definitely don't need an end. I mean, you're supposed to take the best player available, but I don't see that. If Jordan Addison's available, maybe. If this lineman is available, definitely, or that one, but generally a lineman would be picked, at least one, before the 13th pick. So, but we'll see. So those are possibilities as well. And then I would put Jones, Charles Leno to the right tackle, and put I can't remember the right tackle's name off the top of my head. Would put him to guard, or just trade Charles Leno. We'll see. Okay. And then you look around. So I wouldn't pick him. So there's another lineman right there. A middle linebacker. Yeah. There's Levis. Could go it that way. But probably in real life, he would probably be off the board as well, because Levis is supposedly rising up the boards there. Now, Porter is a great player. He would be a great man-to-man cornerback to pick for Washington. If he's on the board, I will definitely pick him. Jackson Smith-Njigba from the Ohio State University. He was out the whole year with an injury, almost. He played in a game and a half or something like that. Jarrett Patterson from Notre Dame, lineman. So anyway, that's the. I just wanted to check the players that were a little bit ahead before the 13th pick and after the 13th pick. And of course, that's if you use chalk. Some of them they may not be picked in that order, even though the computer does both the mock draft and the actual picking. The college pro day results, that just shows you when you click on the player, that just shows you the combine versus the pro day, as you can see right there. Alrighty, where were we? We were just going, oh no, this is the second day. So we go back into our second week of free agency. So we go in and we can see who we have targeted still. That one, and did we possibly sign the other two? Oh, we signed. Oh, we did three. Okay, so we have a starting tight end that's a star, and we have a starting right guard that's a star. So that's not bad at all. And we have Jawan Taylor, not a star, but he's ranked 75 and he's young, so he can definitely move up. So we've done well so far. Another way this is not like real life is that David Carr is not. I don't know what. I think they still have rights to him. I don't know if they are. I don't think he'll be playing for them, for the Raiders this year. But in this, they have re-signed him. So he is not one of the free agents that would be available. Oh, so we wanted to go back in and, let's see. So you can roll the dice and see if Heineke might be available, because he's way down here. He might be available after the free agent period, so he might be available just as a free agent, and then you don't have to pay him how much, like a $2 million, and then also that also puts you on the hook for 2 years as well. He probably wouldn't accept a 1-year contract. So, since I'm not trying to sign Brady or even somebody as highly ranked as Geno Smith, I will probably wait and just get whoever is available to back up Howell. Like I say, if one of the top quarterbacks wants to fall to me, or maybe Levis before he leaves the building. Levis has left the building. Or is it Levis? I don't know. So we wanted to check. We were not allowed to. Oh, who's my? Okay, let's go to targeted, and then we see if we have to. I'm still very highly, so overpaid for him, obviously. So can I withdraw it? Don't want to withdraw it. I don't want to keep it. Yeah, I'm going to withdraw it. Cool. All right. So let's go to, who are we looking at? Cornerback. Oh, outside linebackers and cornerbacks, right? Where is Bush? Oh, New York signed him. Oh, well. Missed out on Barton as well. Tranquil. Don Jones was 28. Star, though. How much is 4.5? 11 teams vying over Van Der Esch. Bama, he has 27, 30, 28, 4.52, yeah, that's the same. That's the same guy. Let's see what we got. 87 to 90 speed. Awareness 80 to 79. Both 81 tackles. About the same and all that. Check man coverage and zone coverage. Tranquil is 69 to 67 in man coverage, and 74, they're both 74 in zone coverage. So it's not that much different. But of course, Tranquil is... Yeah, see, Tranquil is interested in my team. See all the green there, but Jones is the star player. Let's go with Tranquil. Because it could possibly get him. Was anybody interested in him? Nobody's. Oh. 2 teams interested. So let's see what we can do here on this. He's 28. Let's go with a 2-year contract. And let's go with $4 million a year. Let's see what they are doing on that. Yeah, you're gonna have to come up a little bit more than that. I thought so. Let's try that. 2.7, 1.7. Nope. 2.8 and 1.8. Oh, 2.9, 1.9. Yeah, all right, we'll try that. I don't know why that did that. Oh, I bet my son logged in on EA. Yep. That's okay though, because I have all my franchises I run as offline franchises, so that's okay. Even if it keeps me off of EA Play. What we doing? Okay, assign that guy. Let's see, and probably we need to get one right side linebacker. Any of them? No stars. Check the left side linebackers. Still got 75.9, and that's outside of the. It holds a certain amount, but depending on how many draft picks you have to pay your draft picks. So this is probably going over 20 minutes. Sorry, but how old is he? 26. Oh, 15 million a year is a lot, and no interest in the team. So how many are interested? 8 teams interested. Oh, let's see. We'll just dip the toe in the water there. 9.3 and 6.2 is 15.5. Yeah. See, I'm not even in the. So basically, that expected value, that's probably up closer to 18 now. Let me kick it up a little bit more. That is, what was that, 15.5? Let's do 16.5. And that is for 5 years. So that basically takes care of the spot for that long. See, I'm going to have to pay him freaking $18 million a year probably. So I don't want to do that. Taki. I do not know who that is in real life. Let's see. 6.51 per year. We just get the highest ranked one. Then I'll move him over to outside linebacker. If I can. One interested in, he's 27, 24. Yeah, we've been through the Bush years. I got him. Oh, I didn't think about that. Maybe I get both of these guys. How old? 28. 3 years is fine, and that's going to be that's a 4.6. Okay, let's do that. Okay, got New York again. New York's trying to get all the same players that I get. How dare they? 3 and 2 then. There we go. Oh, no, wrong one. What did you do? 3 and 2 is what I did last time, and that wasn't good enough. So 3.2 and 2.3. There we go. I mean, you know, you can make another offer and go even higher to ensure your chances of getting them, but not doing that, like barely beating the last team and then waiting till the next week, that gives it more of a, you know, you can, like, you're not quite so stacked as you can normally be. So, and again, that's still $56 million of cap room. So I'm not going over the realistic cap that it actually is, because I still have 56 left in the game. And what else do we want to do? Oh, I didn't target anybody there. So if we get both of those guys, that'll be good. And again, you want to get him at 26. Again, I don't know why these people aren't, just because we haven't won a Super Bowl in 30 years. Has it been 30? Yep. 29. Has it? 1992. Yeah, 1992 was the last one. 20 years. No, that is 30. That is 30. Okay, doing the math. All right. Anyway, yeah. Let's see. How many teams interested? 5 teams interested. So wants 5.07 million a year, and so that's 5.1. 26 to 29, he would probably be fine to 30, so let's go ahead and move that on out to that and see make sure we need to go over that. Yeah, we don't need to go over by much, as you can see, so definitely don't want to overpay if you can avoid it. Let's see, it stayed at 3 years. Let's do 3. 5.5 a year. There we go. And so let's see how that works out. And we don't need another free safety, unless there's somebody that's going to be, yeah, there's no, he is 32. You know, that would be a thing like where you would want to do 1 year. What kind of year is he? He wants 2-year contract. So, I mean, people can play up into their, by the time they're 34, but, yeah, for most players, that's not realistic. Taylor Rapp is 25 years old. Yeah, you just can't buy everybody. I mean, I have the salary cap room, so I could do it, but again, that will get you in trouble as you do a franchise and as you keep going down the road. So let's keep going here. First part was 20 minutes. This probably be more like 30 minutes. 5th-year options come up, and Chase Young, Generally, I do the franchise tag, even though I will re-sign him. Yeah, so we'll do that. Franchise tag, that means they can't leave, and also they don't need to, if they accept the franchise tag, they get paid, I think, the average of the top 5 people at their position in the NFL, but there's no signing bonus, so at that point, if you can't work out a contract, you can trade without any cap hit, without any penalty. All right, and so this should be the last week of no target. So did I sign everybody? I think so. Davis, Taylor, got the tight end, and both linebackers. How about that? Did I try to sign anybody else? I can't remember if I tried to sign anybody else in that last round that I didn't get. So let's update the thing there. So now I can, since I got a lineman, I can only draft a lineman if they happen to be the best player available, that kind of thing. We're going to wait on Heineke to draft a high 60s, or not, the sign in free agency after the draft, a quarterback, unless I can get a late round pick in a quarterback in the draft. Halfback, those you can generally get a high 70s, low 80s halfback in free agency after the draft. And when you sign them after the draft, you don't have to give them a sign-in bonus. So, of course, it is only for 1 year, but that's great for that. Wide receiver, I'll look at wide receiver, but we got linebackers and the cornerback. Not really. We did get a cornerback as well, so all that. So we did pretty well. So we only really have to get 1 or 2 positions in the draft then. What was I going to look for? One more thing. Oh, I wanted to check out I think I bypassed the wide receivers. Let's see if anybody else is available. That's decent. Him, 96 speed. It's very nice. He's an 80. 30 years old though. I mean, I'm sure he'd be fine just for the 1 year. How many years does he want? He wants a 3-year contract. Paris Campbell. No interest in my team. $6 million a year. I think I'll go with it because I think I'll stick pat because, as you can see, we got Scary Terry in the first spot and first round pick last year, Jahan Dotson and De'Ami Brown. Added 73, and he's the slot back or third wide receiver. And then I can still, after the draft, I can probably still get somebody, probably even somebody higher ranked than De'Ami Brown to fall in that position in between Dotson and Brown. And so then that would be the top 4, and then that would be fine. So I feel all good about that. All right. So I think that's going to be it then. I didn't put any offers there, did I? I don't think I did. So go to another week, and this is the free agency recap. Okay, another mock draft. See if they have me taking anybody differently. It all looks about the same. Nope, it looks all about the same. From the 4th mock draft to the 5th mock draft. You got my signings right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. And we spent $34 million in free agency out of the $100 million cap space that we had. And so that will be it then. I will figure out who I want to do private workouts on, because that scouts them, I believe, like up to 90% or 100%, so it gives you more of an idea of what they'll be ranked. And so I will do that, not being recorded, so I can take my time doing it. And then come back with the draft, and there will be a link in the upper right to the draft section, which is part 3 of the Washington Commanders 2023 off-season special with Coach Steve Money. Thanks so much for watching.